I've got 6 large potatoes that I've peeled and chopped, and I've brought them up to the boil from cold water. There's about a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt in there, and in this little pot here I've got 1 large diced onion, and I've put about a tablespoon of real butter into there, and I've just cooked those until they're like nice and soft. And the potatoes, obviously you're just going to cook those until they're ready to mash. In this big bowl I've drained 1 big tin of tuna that was in brine. Don't squeeze it out too much when you drain it, otherwise it will like get too dry. I've put some pepper in here, I've put some garlic powder in here, and I've also got some fresh herbs from my garden. So I've got some garlic chives and some fresh dill as well. So I'm just going to give that all a mix. Just make sure that your tuna's like all nice and flaky like this. You can see it's all beautiful and fluffy. This smells so beautiful already. I've drained the potatoes. I've put a decent amount of butter in there, just margarine and fun. I'm going to put some more salt in there. That's got to flavour the whole thing of tuna, don't forget, so don't be shy with the seasonings. Pepper again, and I'm also going to add a little tiny bit of milk in there as well. I'm going to give it a good mash. So I've given it a real good mash, make sure there's no lumps in there at all. Looks really good. I'm just gonna give it a little try with a little spoon. Oh, it's beautiful. Really good. I'm gonna let this cool down a bit before I mix it in the tuna. But I'm just gonna put all the onion that I cooked into there. Oh, this smells so yummy. I think before when I've made these I've used raw onion. Not really a good idea. This just makes it taste so much nicer. It's like a more rich. Just give that a bit of a fold through. And I'll probably let this cool down for about, I'm going to say half an hour. And then I'll mix it in. Folded it all through and it looks beautiful, so I'm just going to leave that for a little bit to cool down. Okay guys, the potato has cooled down, so I'm just going to scoop it all out, put it into the tuna. Yum, smells so beautiful. Put that out the way. So it's all mixed in together now, and I've got a big tray that I've just lined with some foil that I'm going to put them on once I've made them. Okay, so grab a good big spoon out. And whenever I make fish cakes or rissoles or anything like that, I always use my 2 fingers on the side is like how thick I like to make them. And I'm not worrying about no flour or egg or anything. This mixture is way too soft to be mucking around with anything like that. Just put it straight in the breadcrumbs. Roll it around. There you have beautiful, perfect fish cake ready to go. Just finished making the fish cakes. It made 18 all up. I ended up having to mix some, sorry, it's my dishwasher, mix some flour in with the breadcrumbs because I was going to run out. So I've got 5 dark ones and then the rest are all just the combination of the 2. So I'm going to cover these with some Glad wrap pop them in the fridge and they'll be nice and firm for later when I want to cook them, and they're just a bit easier to handle and they don't fall apart. So I'm just cooking the fish cakes now. They've been in the fridge for probably about 4 hours and they look so good. I'm just sort of like, got a mix of just some rice bran oil and a little bit of butter, and I'm just lightly frying them. We're having some roast pumpkin with it, and I've got some corn on the cob, some macaroni cheese pasta, and I've also got a hot loaf of bread that I've just cooked. So that's what we're having with it.